Okay, now let's add an image to our assessment, and I'm going to use this image as a diagram. So I'm going to go into Add Question and then go into Matching. And now I'm going to need to pull over a diagram that I'm going to create with PowerPoint. So I'm going to pull up my PowerPoint and I'm going to insert a file that I've saved from the publisher's CD. So let's see. Let's do this one. So once I pull this in, I'm going to manipulate it to let students see what questions I'm going to be asking. So I'm going to start drawing lines and situate it just like I want it to be. And I'm going to click here because I've already prepared one for this tutorial. And so once I have everything set just like I want it, I'm going to go up to File and Save As. You're not going to want to save this as a PowerPoint. You're going to click on this and come down and save it as a JPEG. Put it on my desktop so I can find it easy and just hit save. Okay, now we need to go back to Angel and insert it. So to do this, we're in the matching question, as you can see up here. Hit the HTML editor button, which will offer you these tabs, and hit the one that maximizes the editor size. And then come to this little envelope or mountain looking icon that says Insert or Edit Image. Click on that. And we're going to need to browse our server to find the JPEG that we just saved. So browse server. Okay, now we're going to need to choose our file. As it says right here, no file chosen, so hit choose file. And I know mine is on the desktop. Click on the JPEG, and now you see it says slide 1, and hit upload file. Then come up and click on it, and you can already see in this window that it's been inserted, and you can manipulate the height and the width if you choose, but I know it's going to be good for this purpose, so I'm just going to hit OK, and there's my file. I'm going to shrink this back down and set up my matching question. So here are the categories, and the matching is down here. So I'm going just to put A, B, C. Now I'm going to need to add one more slot because there are actually 4 questions on this. So put in 1, hit Add, and D. And then I'm going to come down, and again I'm going to add one more for my matching section. Add, and I'm going to put my answers in. So and then make sure that these line up. Now this is the tricky part because 1 is going to correlate with A, 2B, 3C, 4D. So let's just make some answers. So we'll say that's C, B is fine, A, and D. Once I'm sure this is correct, I can scroll down further. I'm going to make sure this is adding to the question bank, which it is, and hit save. Oh, it's prompted me that I didn't hit a point value, which is something that I tend to do a lot. So I'll need to come back up to the top of the field, and since this is a 4-point question, I'm going to give it 4 points. And now I'll scroll down to the bottom again, hit save, and there's my question. Let's look at what it looks like for students. Preview. Here it is. So I can go through and answer.